How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Day Dave, and this is episode 12 of the Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Pallegney. And where we last left off, we ended up going all in on the biogas plant. That's right. We bought it, we went into huge amounts of debt for it, but then it started paying off in every way possible. So made the determination in the last episode to go ahead and just start pumping it full of silage. Just figured there'd be more product in, more product out, which means more power, more methane for straight up sales. And as you can see, our money has gone up. We are in July, and not only did our money go up, but then our production that is feeding our fertilizer production is going up. So the more digestate we're producing, meaning the more fertilizer that we're able to produce from each and every cycle, and it is working spectacularly. We have almost 23,000 liters in the big green fertilizer maker, and we've got a little over 6,000 liters of manure that we can then convert into solid fertilizer as well. So we've got a ton of fertilizer here on the farm, and a lot of it is to do with the biogas plant. But what do we have going on here today? Well, we are going to go ahead and run back to the biogas plant. We're going to load in a few more bales here. As you can see, we got, what is that, 8 total bales that we're going to load in. All of them are the partial bales that for some reason I had an abundance of. So we're going to get rid of all those little small partial bales, and then we will continue to maintain the biogas plant as necessary. But we also have a harvest. We have work to do around the farm. We have got to get a whole bunch of mustard out for sale, and once it's harvested, it's just going to get sold right away. Unfortunately, for some reason, the mustard doesn't work properly at this production site back here on the farm. So it just sits there and keeps generating more and more and more and not taking any of the product in. So it's basically an unlimited amount of stuff. I turned off the production a long time ago, several episodes ago. So it was one of those where I'm not going to sit there and just let it keep producing something for nothing. So in this case, we're just going to use this as a sale product. We don't need to keep it for anything else, because that's the only thing you can use the mustard on this map for, is the mustard production point. And then after we get this all said and done, everything all harvested, we need to then turn around and replant these crops. And again, we're going to plant alfalfa, because at the biogas plant, it will take not only silage, but alfalfa and alfalfa hay. But alfalfa, straight up alfalfa, is where it's at. You can see silage, 2,100 liters into 1,900 liters of electricity, 1 liter of methane, and 636 digestate out. But you look at alfalfa, it is 1,600 liters in, 1,900 out. That right there is a huge improvement. You're actually getting a surplus, an actual positive out of the production, and then you're getting the same amount of methane, the same amount of digestate. So it's not a huge tipping point on the other two, but the conversion of straight alfalfa to electricity is huge. And you can see it's a 1-to-1 ratio in electricity on alfalfa hay, so might as well just do straight up alfalfa. There's no reason not to. So we're going to make 2 alfalfa fields, and we're going to go all in on just mowing and getting things in that regard. Like I said, we have fully committed to the biogas plant because of how well it's treating us. You can see our money, because we went through and just let the biogas plant work and work and work. It has produced almost $200,000 for us. We left off the last episode at about $100,000, and if we take a look at the money, you can see we're at a plus 27 grand right now, and our sold products last month is $104,000. This month it's already up to $28,000. That's incredible. That's incredible. And that's how we were partially able to pay off the $400,000 loan that we had, is because of the biogas plant and all the work that it's doing. So enough chatting, enough with kind of giving the introductions. Let's go ahead and get over to the biogas plant. Let's get all these loaded, and then we need to figure out how we are going to go ahead and get that product off the field, because like I said, We've got a whole bunch of mustard that needs to be taken care of, and I don't have the equipment to do it. So I'm going to have to lease something. I'm going to have to lease some kind of harvester to get the job done. They're not massive fields, but they're going to be enough to where, we're going to have to kind of think about it. Do we want to go a bit bigger and spend a little bit more money? Or do we want to just kind of stay a little smaller, put a little bit of extra effort into it? But again, we've got so much stuff to do. So let's go ahead and get to the biogas plant, drop this stuff off, and we will just get really buckled down and get to work. We got a really, really busy episode tonight. We got a ton of stuff going on here. So we're right down the street from the biogas plant. We just got to load all this product into it. Oh, I'm just so excited. I cannot believe we're finally here in July. We're finally ready to harvest all the mustard that's been sitting and just growing and growing and growing. It's finally here. It's time to get to work. So let's pull in. I'm going to drop these off. Let's see. Can I just drop these like so? Yes, I can. Oh no, oh no, oh no! Okay, it still took it. Sweet. And... alright, now let's take a look at the biogas plant, see where that put us. 106,000. Okay, so not a whole lot. I wasn't expecting it to be an absolute massive haul, but... certainly better than it continuing to go empty. So I'll go ahead and cut us out here, and I will cut us back in as soon as we get up. Whoa, cut that a little too quick. Get back up to the shop area there where we are, like I said, we got to figure out what we're going to purchase or what we're going to lease. No sense in purchasing right now because we're really doing a hard shift. We were going to be doing arable crops, or wheats, barleys, oats, all those kind of things. We were going to do those, but now we're switching. We're going to do more of a grass kind of operation because of this biogas plant being so lucrative. Again, makes no sense not to really go all in because of this biogas plant. So I will cut us out here. I will cut us back in as soon as we get back to the farm. Alright, so I am here at the shop. I went ahead and leased out the Deutzfahr harvester. Figured that'd be kind of the best bang for my buck. It's not the biggest, it's not the fastest, it's certainly not the strongest, but it'll get the job done. Now, and that's all I need at this point, is just getting the job done. But while I was up here, I was talking to the owner up here. Turns out they just got in a well, not brand new, but a new to them tractor. It's a Deutzfahr that has, you know what? Let's just go ahead and show it. Let's just go ahead and show what they have right there. Series 7 TTV. This thing, almost 250 horsepower. It is only 15 months old with 13.5 hours. My telehandler, the Merlot, is 10 months old and is 13 hours on it. I think that'd be a real good buy right there. For 41% off, $128,000, that still leaves me, after leasing all the harvester equipment, that leaves me just base room for another 50, 60 grand after that. You know what? Yeah, let's go. Let's just go ahead and get it. Standard, no front loader attachment, don't need anything like that. I think this is going to be nice. I think, yeah. Look at that. Aw, isn't it a beaut? We got our first tractor. That. Oh, I am so stoked about this. This is fantastic. I am, yes. Let's go ahead and check it out just real fast. 13.5. Oh, and it goes 40 miles an hour. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Yes. That is awesome. We're going to have to repair it, but that's fine. So let's go ahead. Let's get a hold of our harvester. Let's actually, let's get this out of the way. Let's go ahead and fire it up. Here, let's park it right over here. There we go. Alright, let's get the harvester all packed up over to the farm and get to work. Because we got, like I said, we got 2 fields that we have to harvest and get everything underway. So we got a lot of stuff to do. So we're approaching the farm here. We got the Deutz-Fahr rocking and rolling. Let's go ahead and pull up right about here. Just squeeze like so. Be careful of the neighbor's hedges there. All right, now unfold. And here we go. We are finally harvesting our field of mustard. Oh, this is fantastic. I tell you what, I am really excited about having a tractor right now, because I'm really worried that if I fully load down the trailer again, that I would have to use the telehandler and use kind of the setup that I had in the last episode, where I had the detachable 3-point link to the front end of the telehandler and then buy a weight or lease a weight in order to keep the front end down on the road, just to keep it even somewhat sustainably drivable. So just one of those. Having the tractor now, I shouldn't have to worry about that anymore. I shouldn't have to sit there and be fearful of being able to get back and forth into, you know, all these different places. The telehandler's been working fantastically. Don't get me wrong. It has been an absolute lifesaver, that telehandler. But it just is not equipped to do the things that I needed to do. But now we finally had made a really good purchase. I mean, I'm telling you what, a 10-month-old tractor with less than 14 hours on it is an absolute steal. To get 41% off of it, love it. Absolutely love it. But let's go ahead and cut out here. I will cut us back in when we're done with both of these fields. Alright, at this point I need to run back over to the shop that way, and I need to go ahead and grab my tractor. Actually, no, I need to go and uncouple the telehandler. I'm going to go park it. Ooh, I kind of pinned myself in here, didn't I? Well, let's figure this out. Alright, so we will pull this here. Then we'll get the trailer out of the way. Something like this. There we go. Go ahead and park this right here. And then park this. All right, from here, I'm going to go and grab my brand new tractor, well, brand new to me, and then get it back here so I can unload the trailer, or the harvester. I'll see you back here in a little while. I couldn't be happier with this tractor. This thing is amazing. Almost 250 horsepower. This thing is going to have more than enough grunt to be able to get everything that we need done around the farm, and a little bit more. So let's go ahead and pull around. We'll grab the trailer, unload the harvester, and get back to it. Oh man, it's gonna be nice to have a tractor with enough power to be able to get through everything that we need to do here. Let's unload this. And then finish unloading and get back to it. There we go. Put the finishing touches on this field here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to park the harvester right over here, pipe out, just like so. And now we need to figure out where we can take all this mustard in order to get paid. So it looks like the best price is the what is that? Souffle Agriculture. So let's go there. I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it? I think it's the one actually right next to the shop. Nope, that's not it. Where is this one? Oh, way up in the north. Okay. Well, then that's where we got to go. Let's go ahead and deactivate that. All right, so I have my destination all plugged in, so I need to go ahead and head up there, dump all this out so I can sell it, come back, get the next little bit that's left in the harvester, take that up, sell that, and then return all the equipment. So let's go ahead and do all that. All right, so I am approaching the sell point right up here. It's just around the corner. There we go. Pull in right here, and it should be right here. Oh, there we go. Go ahead and sell this. Let's see what we get for it. I'm thinking probably about 27,000. Oh, 25. Oh, and we got an environmental score bonus. Oh, now that is really nice. Oh, you know what? It didn't even dawn on me because we did all the work to the field. Oh, very nice. Both of these are now up there. We're at an overall of 66. That is absolutely perfect. That actually makes me very, very happy. Let's see. Fantastic. All right, well, go and get the rest of it. We will sell it off and, yeah, go from there. And we're approaching the sell point once again. Decided to come on a different route this time. Decided to come down on a different route this time, and I'm glad that I did because it was a lot easier to traverse the landscape going this direction than it was any other direction. So there we go. Drop this off. Be about $4,000 base price, I think. Yeah, 3,746. So not too shabby. Awesome. And I had the shop go ahead and come pick up all the equipment that I leased out. So that's all taken care of. And at this point now, I need to run back up to the shop and get me some kind of equipment to be able to start taking care of the field. We've got to get it all back up and running. So we'll see you over there. All right, I have the mulcher that I need. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull in right here because why not? Unfold this. Lower it down. And just like, and I'm already drifting off. There we go. All right, now, just like that, we can get to it. Finishing up the 2 fields with the mulching. And perfect. Now, let's fold this away. And now what I need to do is go ahead and return this equipment up to the shop and get the next set of equipment, which ought to be probably lime. So we need some kind of lime spreader. So I will be back with that in a few moments. Alright, so I have picked me up a lime spreader. I had a little bit of lime left over at the shop there, so I just went ahead and grabbed that. Let's go ahead and start throwing this out. We're going to chug through this rather quickly, so we're going to want to get as much put out as possible. If I can get away with not using any of my personal supply, that'd be awesome. Just be able to stick to what we had just as leftovers up the shop. But I don't think I'm going to be so lucky. And just like that, it is all done. Let's go ahead and drop off the rest of this lime. Let's see. We'll put the lime right over here. Maybe. Still maybe. Huh. I just cannot find a place to unload this. I wonder if I do it over here. There we go. Now we're talking. Alright. Now I need to go ahead and head up to the shop one more time and get me a seeder, and preferably one with fertilizer that can be utilized with it. So I will see you back here once I got it. Alright, got all the equipment that I need. Gonna go ahead and pull back in. Fold this down. Get this right along the edge right here. Perfect. Back it up. And now we can start putting in the alfalfa. This is what we're going to be doing because, again, the biogas plant takes fertilizer and you get an abundance of product. You actually get more product out than you do putting in. So I'm really looking forward to getting through this first kind of major harvest with this and kind of going from there. That, and it should be one of those crops that just kind of regrows and regrows just like grass does. So really looking forward to how this all turns out. We're putting this final couple of passes here, and then we'll be good to go. This has been a lot of work, but worth every second of it, because this is going to be a huge, huge boost to the farm here. So now everything is all planted. Let's let's fold that up, and we should, yes, let's see. Yep, exactly what I wanted to see. That is perfect. So we have alfalfa now planted, good to go. Let me think. Probably have to try unpacking this over here. Just like so. Perfect. So now, get to return all the equipment, and let me think. I could probably roll this out too. Let's see. Yeah, it needs rolling. Alright, yeah, let me go ahead and return this equipment, and then I'll be right back. So I'm heading back to the farm here. I went up to the shop and I returned all the equipment I had, the seeder and whatnot, and I asked them about leasing out some kind of rolling equipment for the field there. Unfortunately, they didn't have anything on hand, and they didn't have access to anything within, a quick turnaround time. So I made a few phone calls, and turns out that one of my neighbors to the east of the farm here, they have, as you can see, the set of rollers that I got a hold of. And I ended up giving them like $500 as, just kind of a short-term use, and they were cool with me taking them. So I'm going to get back to the farm, I'm going to get these all set up and get to work. So the farm is right here. There we go. So what I need to do, I need to fold the wings out, just like so. I need to disconnect from the front, from the rear. Something like that. Now disconnect this one. Now this, I think, is going to be a bit of a tricky setup here. Something like that. Nope, didn't mean to uncouple that one. There we go. Okay, now if we can get this one kind of behind the others. There we go. Something like that, maybe. Might be able to get something like that to work. Look at that. All right, we got it all set up. Here we go. Check it out. We got us a roller. And it's working pretty good, actually. Oof. Except for the innate driver for... Oof. Ooh. Inept. That's the word I'm looking for. Inept driver. Alright, well, I'm hopefully going to do a little bit better going around the rest of these corners here. So I'm going to go ahead and cut us out here and cut us back in once this is all done. So we're just putting the finishing touches here on this field. It is going very well, actually, with this set of equipment. I'm rather surprised. Once you kind of get used to it and know how it's going to react, then it works pretty well. Guess that's why the old-timer neighbor there, he has this particular set of equipment, because it does work. So there it is. Alright, so now what we need to do from here is, let's see, we need to uncouple and uncouple. Nope, that's not what I meant. Uncouple that. Uncouple that. We need to fold and fold. There we go. Something like this. Actually, here. Just kind of dawned on me how I should probably do this. Put that like that. Alright. Here we go. Get that all connected, and now disconnect the front. There we go. Switch to this one. Oh, wait. There we go. Perfect. Now we got the train back going. Let's go ahead and get this equipment back to the neighbor there. Thank him ever so much for all the help that he just provided the farm. And then got to figure out what to do next. So heading back to the farm, and what I'm going to do at this point is I can go ahead and muck out the manure heap that's there by the cow barn and get that into the processor for fertilizer. I can also unload the green fertilizer maker with all the fertilizer that it has from all the digestate and whatnot that we have producing over at the biogas plant, and really kind of get that really starting to go into storage and kind of going from there. So let's go ahead. Where is my trailer? Is it over here? There it is. I got to get all this stuff tucked away as well. So let's get this. Just like so. We'll load this up with fertilizer. Actually, here, let's do this first. Turn that off. We'll get the bucket and the telehandler here. We'll get that all loaded up first. Once that's all loaded up, then we can start the process and get kind of everything rolling first. And by the time we collect all the trailer and whatnot, then hopefully there'll be some product we can also fill up from the little blue fertilizer maker. So there we go. 5,000 liters right there. All right, there's one load. Let's get that running. Perfect. And then we'll get one more. I think there's enough for one more load. Like this. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. It's almost 2 full loads with the bucket here. Ooh, ooh, lift the bucket, lift the bucket. There we go. Now, yeah, we already have 1,000 liters of fertilizer there. That's excellent. All right, now let's put the telehandler away. We don't need that anymore. We'll empty out whatever the green one has, whatever the blue one has, and take it up to the train silo for storage. So that way it clears out all the room that they need in order to keep producing. There we go. The Deutzfahr. Oh, I love this tractor. This thing's been working out great. Here we go. Probably be better if I approach it like this. Back up here. Alright, what do we got in here? Oh, wow. This is almost full, wasn't it? Pretty darn close. So yeah, we might actually be full up just from this one processor right here, and we'll have to come back and unload this one. And this one will be just chugging away. By the time we get back, it might even be done. Let's see, 20, 21, 22. What's our final here? Oh yeah, we're full in the trailer, and we have 1,000 liters left. So definitely have to make a second trip. Now this is going to be a whole lot easier. We got this nice tractor here that's going to be able to pull this cart way better than our telehandler ever could. So I'm going to cut us out here, cut us back in once we get to this silo. Actually, no, I'll cut us back in once we get back to the farm for the second trip. So I said I was going to cut us back in once we got back to the farm, but this was such a significantly better experience getting the fertilizer up here for the silo that I just had to cut in and really talk this part up, because holy smokes, the telehandler could barely make it up that hill, at best 3 miles an hour at its fastest. This tractor was able to get up here at 10 miles an hour. So that all by itself is almost more than 3 times the speed just going up that small part of the hill. Never mind that this tractor is going 39 miles an hour at its fastest. Never mind that this thing is just far superior in pulling power and all that stuff. This was an absolute dream, and I'm so glad that this thing was available, that it was ready to go, and yeah, and we got it for cheap. Got it for pennies compared to what we would have if we bought it new. And still has plenty of life left to it. That's the great part about it. Now, let's take a look how much fertilizer we have. There it is. Okay, so we just have that one trailer load. Not too shabby. But I'm going to cut us out again, cut us back in when we get the second trailer load of fertilizer and see exactly where we end up by the time we do all the running around and get everything all situated. So I will see you back here in just a little bit. So here we got another 17,000 liters. So between the two trips, we got over 40,000 liters worth of fertilizer. And I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go ahead and sell this. It's one of those that we kind of need the money at the moment because we now have product in our fields that I have no equipment for whatsoever. I have no mowing equipment of my own. So it's one of those where I really ought to just invest right now, because the sheep field, I could be mowing that right now. The cow pasture, I could be mowing that right now. But I'm going to hold off. I'm going to wait at least one more month for both of those to turn those into silage. And then the other ones, the alfalfa, that's not going to be ready until, not next month, but the month after. So it's going to take a while for that to come due. Now I need to turn on the marker real quick. Nope, wrong. There we go. Okay, I'll go ahead and cut us out here, and I'll cut us back in once the train is here, loaded, and good to go. So here we are loading 41,000 liters into the first car here. Just like that. Let's boogie on out. Look at that. Alright, so should be getting maybe about 110,000 is what I'm going to be guessing. Maybe 100,000 if I had to venture a guess. Oh, you see the farm there off in the distance, looking very nice. River and fields in the foreground, farm in the background. Oh, love it. Take this off, we'll sell it, we'll get a good amount of money, and we'll be in a good position to get some equipment there for our grass fields and our alfalfa fields that we just planted. Yeah, I think we're going to be in really good shape. Alright, so we are just about to get paid. Let's see what we got here. $122,000 with a $5,000, almost $6,000 environmental score. That is perfect. Let's cut out here, get back to our tractor, trailer, and yeah, we're gonna have to go up to the shop, do some shopping. And here we go. We got all the equipment. Took a $50,000 loan in order to get everything, but it's going to be well worth it and going to be very quick and easy to pay off. Between the fertilizer that we're producing from the biogas plant and the fertilizer we're producing from our manure, that's going to be lickety split, no problem. Plus all the energy that we're producing from the biogas plant that we're getting paid off on the top of every hour, that is just icing on the cake. But we got the Pallegney front and rear deck mowers there. We've got the Batwing baler with the swing out windrowers. We got a new square bale pickups, little tines there. We got a rear collector for the back of the baler there, so we're going to be doing some nice stacking along with the baling. And we got a new bale trailer, so everything that we need in order to start doing Well, I mean, we could use this for contract work. We can use this for, I mean, our own personal stuff. It doesn't matter. We've got everything we need now. That's amazing. That's fantastic. We dug ourselves out of nothing, and here we are today to show that we've got not only a pretty nice tractor here, the Deutzfahr. It was used, but these are not. These are all brand new to me. So just brand new, period. So I am pretty pleased with all this. This is a long time coming, but it's only the beginning. We've got a lot of stuff left to do. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show him by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. The show should engage with this channel and join the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.